This lesson focuses mostly on translating inequalities, but we will also continue to practice solving inequalities as we're translating these. And we'll solve some more difficult inequalities on the back side here. So what is the one difference between solving an equation and solving an inequality? We learned about this yesterday. Think hard. The one trick. Okay? The one difference between solving an equation and solving an inequality is that when you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip the inequality. Okay, that's the one difference. So keep that in mind as we continue through the inequalities unit. That's always going to be true. So we are translating these into inequalities. If you think you're good at this, why don't you give the first two a shot, especially number 1. 1 and 3 are pretty basic. Give them a try, just setting them up. Don't solve them. So try to set up 1 through 5 on your own. Do the best that you can, and then come back and see how you did. Go ahead and push pause now. All right, let's see how you did. It says 1/5 of a number. Now a number represents the variable. We don't know what the number is. 1/5 of tells you that you're multiplying. So when we multiply it by our variable, we can just put 1/5 times x next to it. You don't have to put a multiplication symbol. 1/5 x is greater than 10. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up each of these, and then you can go back. Well, we'll go ahead and solve. So again, if we want to get rid of a fraction, we always multiply through by the denominator. So in this case, it's 5. I should put this over 1. So 10 times 5 would be 50. And 5 over 1 times 1 over 5, these will cancel and you get x. Why did I not flip the inequality symbol? Because we did not multiply or divide by a negative number. We multiplied both sides by 5. So x is greater than 50. Okay? And we'll put that in set notation. Sorry. Now technically these are word problems, so you should say the number needs to be greater than 50. How about number 2? Jane's long distance company charges 9 cents for each minute. She wants to call a friend, but she does not want to spend more than $2.50 on the call. How long can she talk to her friend? Okay? Probably be easier just to change this to John instead of Jane. All right, so let's figure out what's going on here. She's going to spend 9 cents for each minute, but she doesn't want to spend more than $2.50. Okay? So if you multiply 9 cents per minute, we don't know how many minutes she can talk. She doesn't want to spend more than $2.50. So she's saying she would spend up $2.50, but not more than $2.50. So she's saying that it could equal $2.50, but she needs it to be either equal to $2.50 or less than $2.50. So the 0.09 m, 9 cents times every minute, has to be less than or equal to $2.50. And you can go ahead and solve this by dividing by 0.9 on both sides, 0.09, sorry. And we're dividing by a positive, so we do not flip the inequality symbol. So the minutes would be less than or equal to 27.7. So he or she, whatever you decide, she must talk for no more than 27.7 minutes. So it's got to be less than or equal to 27.7 minutes. So another way you can say that is no more than 27.7. Take a break, If you didn't finish the rest, try to give 3, 4, and 5 a shot on your own. Okay, let's see how you did. 2/3 of a number. 2/3 of a number times a number increased by means plus 8 is at least 12. So let's put the 12 on the other side. At least 12. That means it has to be 12 or bigger than 12. So that means it should be greater than or equal to 12. Did you get that sign right there? Then we'll go ahead and solve this. Subtract 8. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. Let's do this instead. Let's go ahead and get rid of this fraction. Multiply everything by 3. So the 3's will cancel, and we're left with 2x because the 1 is just a 1. So we get 2x. 8 times 3 is 24, is greater than or equal to 12 times 3, which is 36. These 3's were positive, so the sign does not flip from greater than. It stays greater than. And then you can continue to solve it. So subtract 24, and we get 2x is greater than or equal to 12. I did not multiply or divide by a negative. And we divide both sides by 2, and we get x is greater than or equal to 6. So 2/3 of a number, the number must be, you can say greater than or equal to 6, or you can say the number must be at least 6. Okay. Number 4, an acute angle measures less than 90 degrees. So the acute angle measures less than 90. If the measure of an acute angle is 3D minus 15, what inequality represents this situation? That means the angle, 3D minus 15, must be less than 90 degrees. How'd you do on that one? Go ahead and add 15 to solve. And we get 3D is less than 105. And divide by 3, D is less than 35. The angle, we have to say D. D must be less than 35 degrees. The last one, Maz's minivan has a maximum carrying weight of 1,100 pounds. If the luggage weighs 120 pounds, what is the maximum weight allowable for the passengers? All right, let's talk about what we know. We know the luggage weighs 120 pounds. And to that, we need to add the weight of the passengers. And we don't know what the weight of the passengers is. So that's what we're trying to figure out. So we use P to represent the weight of all the passengers. Now it has a maximum carrying weight of 1,100 pounds. Can you have 1,100 pounds? Yes. Can you be more than 1,100? No. Can you be less than? Yes. So it either needs to be equal to 1,100 or it has to be less than 1,100. Less than is probably safer. So the weight of the bags plus the weight of the people, it has to be less than or equal to 1,100. Subtract the 120. P is less than or equal to 980. The passengers must weigh no more than 980 pounds. Or you can write the passenger's weight must be less than or equal to 980. All right. Now, on the back side, we have some more inequalities. I would like you to try solving these inequalities by yourself, before you come back and watch the rest of the video. Okay? So, if you would like to try 6, 7, and 8, then watch the video, see how you did, and then move on to 9, 10, and 11. But before you watch the answer, please try each of these problems. You can do them all and then check them all, or do 2 and check those 2, push pause, do another 2, check those 2, whatever you want to do. But please try all of these before you continue to watch the video. Okay, so number 6, we just need to move the b's over. We're going to move the smaller b is fine, negative 7b. We get 11 is greater than 2b minus 13. No flipping because we just subtracted. We didn't multiply or divide. We add 13 to both sides, which gives us 24. And we divide by 2. So we get 12 is greater than b. Set notation, b such that b is less than 12. You must flip the inequality symbol there. Number 7. Collect your variables on one side, so we're going to move the 7k over. So we get 6k minus 11 is less than or equal to 37. Then undo your addition and subtraction, so we add 11 to both sides. We get 6k is less than or equal to 48. Divide by 6. K is less than or equal to 8. I did not divide by any negative numbers or multiply by any negative numbers. So there was no flipping in this problem. This one we flipped once right here. Number 8. We want to get rid of those fractions first. So what will we do? Multiply everything by the denominator. Multiply by 2 over 1. Multiply by 2 over 1. Multiply by 2. So we get 2 times x is 2x minus, these cancel, and we just get minus 1. It's less than or equal to, these cancel, and we get 5. Move the 1 over by adding 1. 2x is less than or equal to 6. Divide by 2. X is less than or equal to 3. And there was no flipping in that problem. We were dividing by all positive numbers or multiplying by positive numbers. If you haven't tried the rest, pause here and give number 9 at least a shot on your own. Number 9, we need to simplify the whole right side, which means we need to distribute and combine like terms. So we get 3 plus 5x is less than or equal to 3x plus 3. And then we distribute the negative 4. Negative 8 plus 4x. Now, we want to simplify all of this. If you start moving all of these individually, it takes a lot more time. So we take one step to simplify the right side. 3x plus 4x is 7x. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. Once both sides are completely simplified, then and only then will you move the rest. So we're going to move this 5x over because it's the smallest. This isn't the only way. You could move the 7x over if you want to get the variables on the left. So we get 3 is less than or equal to 2x minus 5. Add the 5. We get 8 is less than or equal to 2x. Divide by 2. 4 is less than or equal to x. And then flip it over. X is greater than or equal to 4. Okay. I'm going to pause here. We're going to stop here actually. You need to finish 10 and 11 on your own and bring those to class tomorrow with you. Make sure you have those done. I will be checking those. Thank you.